WrestleMania 41 is less than a week away, and let's be honest, the build has been dead. The only decently built up match with actual storytelling and rivalry was Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, and the match has been scrapped because Kevin Owens hurt his neck and got injured, wishing Owens a very speedy recovery. But here's the thing, Randy Orton, the apex predator, might not even be on the card. This man sat at home for 2 years and then 6 more months. This might be one of his last WrestleManias ever. And we're just gonna leave him off? Absolutely not. But what are the potential options for him? Let's go through them. Solo Sikoa. Sure, he's great and he definitely deserves a spot at WrestleMania for the work that he did over the summer, but to be very honest, does anybody really want Solo Sikoa versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania? I didn't think so either. Karrion Kross, a fresh match and a good look. But he's on Raw and involved in the very weird AJ Styles or Sami Zayn feud. Not enough time to build. An open challenge which is answered by Aleister Black or Rusev? Now we're talking. Great pops, no build required, but I just can't see them lose their first match back, and Randy Orton needs to win at WrestleMania. Sami Zayn. Again, a great match, but Sami right now is nowhere to be seen, and Randy Orton did save Sami from a career-ending injury by Kevin Owens, so it makes no sense. So if none of them make sense, who should Randy Orton face? We dig deeper, we stop looking for an opponent and we start confronting Randy Orton's past. Welcome to Heel Heat with Adeen, where we fix the past, book the future, and remind the industry why storytelling matters. Because great wrestlers deserve great booking. On today's episode, saving Randy Orton's WrestleMania. So, we have 2 SmackDowns and 1 Raw left. I know one of the SmackDowns is over, but I started writing this episode before that. Send me editors. So, swallow it and stay with me. We start off SmackDown. Randy Orton is going crazy. He kicks off SmackDown. He's very hyped, angry, psychotic. He calls out anybody in the back. He grabs the mic and demands a WrestleMania opponent. If I don't have a match, then WrestleMania does not happen. I waited 2 years, I don't have forever. Somebody better step up or I'll tear this whole show apart. No one answers. Suddenly, Miz and Carmelo Hayes come out. They enter the ring. They say, Orton, you're finished, and someone like Carmelo would be insulted to enter the ring with you at WrestleMania. Orton RKOs Carmelo Hayes and The Miz before they could say anything else. Randy Orton goes to the corner and starts charging up for the punt. Security comes out. He RKOs 6 members of security. Carmelo Hayes and The Miz escape. He yells in the mic and gives an ultimatum that if he doesn't find anyone by the end of the night, he won't let WrestleMania go on. He will RKO every single wrestler in every single match. He will ruin WrestleMania. Over the course of 3 hours of SmackDown, and I know SmackDown is 3 hours now, holy shit. We see Randy Orton going crazy backstage. He RKOs Austin Theory, he RKOs Grayson Waller, he RKOs Ciampa, Andrade, and many producers over the 3 hours. Until finally, he RKOs a random producer and Nick Aldis meets him backstage. He teases an RKO but stops because Aldis says if you RKO me one more time, you are fired. I have permission from above. Then suddenly, we see a static effect. Backstage, the lights dim out. And we hear a laugh. Randy Orton looks in front and he finds Bray's rocking chair, slowly going back and forth, with Uncle Howdy's lantern on top. Randy Orton starts smiling, and Nick Aldis says, No, Randy, no, don't. SmackDown ends with Howdy's Bray Wyatt style cut and that tune. On Monday, Randy Orton opens Raw. He calls out Uncle Howdy. He says that he would have loved to entertain his games, but unfortunately WrestleMania is 1 week away, and he doesn't have time. The Wyatt Sicks makes their entrance. All of them are sitting outside except Howdy, who is in the ring. Howdy and Orton have a promo battle. Orton says, You're not half the man that Bray Wyatt was, and you're just a cheap-ass Walmart cosplaying ripoff of The Fiend. Howdy is all laughs and mind games. Oh, what's the funny thing, Randy? Oh, wait, I know. The hurry is that you don't have enough time left. I'm not talking about WrestleMania. Howdy points towards the WrestleMania sign, and Randy Orton nods. Lights go out, Wyatt Sicks are gone. On the go-home episode of SmackDown, Randy Orton and Uncle Howdy face off. Howdy says that he will face Randy Orton at WrestleMania, but on one condition. it's not going to be a match. It's going to be a Firefly Funhouse match. Randy Orton nods again. Randy Orton and Uncle Howdy stare at each other, and the match is made official. Now, WrestleMania Night 2. Before we dive into this next part, let me just warn you. This match, the Firefly Funhouse Insanity, it's not gonna follow your typical wrestling logic. There is no clean babyface heel story, no clear stakes, no real-time psychology. Because it's not supposed to. This isn't a wrestling match. This is a horror movie. A surreal, symbolic, psychological breakdown of everything Randy Orton has done wrong and everything he has become. The same way Bray Wyatt did with John Cena. This is Randy Orton confronting his sins, his legacy, his past, his pain. All of it live in the ring. So if you're expecting headlocks and chain wrestling, then skip this video. But if you're believing that wrestling is at its best when it tells stories that nobody else can, then sit tight, because this is the one. Uncle Howdy and Randy Orton have a Firefly Funhouse match in the ring. No cinematics, in the ring. Dim lighting, no lights around the crowd, just a spotlight in the middle of the ring, kind of like older NXT takeovers. Randy Orton makes his entrance. He walks in slow, focused. He knows what he's walking into. He looks up once. The Titantron briefly flashes a burning cabin before glitching out. And then Uncle Howdy enters. Slow, chaotic violin version of Bray Wyatt's theme plays. Howdy enters with jerky, twitching head motions. He's laughing, but he's crying at the same time. He points at Randy Orton. No mic, just head shake. And then lights go out. Then lights shift back on. And Bob Orton is standing there on the ramp. Silent, holding a towel like a corner man. Orton walks over slowly. You can see fear, you can see confusion on Randy Orton's face. Suddenly, Uncle Howdy appears behind Bob Orton. He hits him hard. He collapses on the ramp. Orton lunges towards his dad. Lights go out again. When lights return, Bob is gone. Howdy is now on the other side of the ring, waving goodbye while smiling. He says in a heavy, monstrous voice, Randy's legacy will always be taken from him. He doesn't deserve it. The center of the ring lights up. Two men in Wyatt Sicks-esque masks are standing, controlling puppets. A puppet show begins. A tiny wrestler with bright green tights and Mr. Kennedy's name on it. Another puppet appears, a bald, angry man. It punts the Kennedy puppet off of the stage. Howdy's sitting in the corner, clapping and saying in a childlike voice while laughing. And this is the part where Randy Orton ate another career. Randy, in the same ring on the opposite corner, is frozen in fear. Then more puppets fall. A Kofi puppet with a Ghana flag, a Riddle puppet on a scooter, a Christian puppet with the World Heavyweight title. Each one gets punted, RKO'd, or burned. Orton, finally awoke, gathers enough courage to run towards Uncle Howdy, but lights go out. And in the darkness, we hear Howdy saying eerily, backstage heat, suspended again. Orton causes chaos, disrespects Diva. Legend Killer gets away again. Spotlight comes back on. In the ring, Howdy is handcuffed and smiling. Behind him, puppets of Vince and Triple H tower like ghosts. Nick Aldis is standing next to him. He says like a man possessed, Randy Orton, you should have been fired 100 times, but the business has protected you. Howdy keeps laughing. Orton is having a breakdown. He RKOs Nick Aldis. He goes into the corner to charge up for the punt kick. Suddenly, the lights go out again. Spotlight comes back on. Kevin Owens is in the corner in Nick Aldis' position, motionless. Randy Orton stands on the other side of the ring. He looks confused. Kevin Owens just stares blankly in a punt position. Orton paces, his leg twitches, he's fighting it, you can see it, he wants to change. Howdy, still handcuffed. Come on, Randy, you waited 6 months to do this, do it now. People don't change. Orton screams, then runs forward to punt him, and then lights go out again. As Orton paces the ring, confused, broken, trying to make sense of this match, a projection appears on the Titantron, flickering and glitching. It's Cody Rhodes, smiling, arm raised, pyro behind him. but the video slowly distorts. Cody's face begins to blur. Smile fades away. Uncle Howdy's voice echoes, but distorted like Bray's used to be. Now you want to fix things. Now you want to be better. Now you want to protect another product of nepotism just like you. Images flash. Bob Orton holding a young Randy Orton. Dusty Rhodes holding a young Cody Rhodes. Triple H hugging them both. But Randy, how long before you kick him in the head too? How long before you hit him with the 3 most disgusting letters in wrestling? Ring canvas starts glitching and projects an LED overlays of worms, the same as WrestleMania 33. We see WrestleMania 33 and 37 clips fading in and fading out. Worm projections, Fiend on fire, Orton hitting the RKO, Wyatt disappearing. Final clip, Fiend melting and Alexa Bliss screaming. Then, in the corner of the ring, Howdy drops to his knees. He's crying now, genuinely. Please, don't bury me too. Not again. You've buried everyone, Randy. I won't fight you. I won't fight you, Randy, because you're the real Fiend. A Fiend with no mask, yet all of them. Suddenly, a giant jack-in-the-box is wheeled to the side of the stage, the same as WrestleMania 37. Lights flicker violently. The box cranks on its own. Pop. Alexa Bliss rises out. Black goo just dripping from her eyes. She stares deadpan at Randy. Howdy crawls to her. Yes, Master, yes. Please don't bury me. He lays down. Orton, in total shock, hesitates. Crowd frozen. But he covers. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton wins. But he immediately leaves the ring, shaken, haunted, and disturbed. Howdy keeps laughing while laying down as Alexa tilts her head, staring blankly. Randy Orton might have won the match, but Uncle Howdy has systematically dismantled Randy Orton's brain. Then in the main event of Night 2, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. The referee is down. Cody and Cena have been through a hellacious 40-minute war. Both men are down and tired. Cody hits John Cena with a third crossroad and John Cena kicks out. The Rock is laid out on the side by Stone Cold. All shenanigans is over. All hell has been broken loose. And then out of nowhere, Randy Orton comes out. He looks at Cody Rhodes while Cena is laying in the corner. He's about to RKO Cody Rhodes, but he's visibly struggling and fighting with his own demons. Cody is saying, come on Randy, you're stronger than this. You are better than this. You will beat this demon. Cody slowly goes in to hug Randy Orton. Orton brushes Cody aside and punts John Cena. Cody, in shock, covers Cena for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes retains, and Randy Orton leaves the ring, and Cody Rhodes celebrates with the title. And that's it for WrestleMania. This sets up a nice dynamic between John Cena and Randy Orton heading into the St. Louis Backlash, and this sets up a future Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton storyline as well. And the reason why I did Uncle Howdy versus Randy Orton right now is because Randy Orton doesn't need gold around his waist to feel like a legend. He just needs a story that reflects the war inside him, the pain, the guilt, the legacy, the monster, everything. And in this fantasy booking, we didn't just give him a match. We gave him a reckoning, a battle against the darkness he left behind, and the one that still lives within him. From punting legends to confronting his past, from Wyatt's ghost to Cody's trust, Orton finally faced every single demon and walked out. Not as a villain, not as a hero, but as Randy fucking Orton. This is how I would say Randy Orton's WrestleMania, if only Triple H was watching.